Welcome back to the best U.S. Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is the 10th of January, 2025. And in this video, we're going to be talking about those Jefferson 5-cent nickels. That's right, Jefferson 5 cents. It's important because, well, the United States Mint didn't strike too many of them this year. But before we talk about any of that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to reach a bazillion subs, actually. It's a mighty big number. Not sure exactly what that number is, but it's got to be ginormous. Also, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. Now let's bounce over here to moneymetals.com. Looks like everything is green today. Isn't that something? Makes you wonder why. It looks like gold is up 11.05 to 26.93.95. Silver, look at that, up 25 cents to 30.62. Platinum up 90 cents at 978.30. Look at that. Palladium jumping up big. 23.30 to 988.10, and Dr. Copper up 3 pennies to 4.34. Isn't that something? Remember, it was like 4.01, almost $4 just a few short days ago. Now, you're not looking at it in stock American Silver Eagle. It's actually a pre-sale. There's a 2-week delay on the item. It says the premium is $7.24 for a quantity of 1 through 39. You'll pay $37.82, and they'll buy them back for $31.48 each. $31.48 is definitely above spot, right? So there we go. Next stop is the bullion sales at the United States Mint, and things are starting to look a little bit better over there at their website. We still don't have any, 2025 year, and yeah, that's kind of important because, here we are at the first, we're in the second week of 2025. So that's kind of interesting. And look at this. Typically we see really light sales in December for the American Silver Eagle. And it just so happens that the United States Mint only sold 983,000 in November. But look at December's number, 1.3 million. Isn't that something? So 400,000, almost 3 and change more. Isn't that something? Now, I got to do a little bit of housekeeping. This is coinnews.net. There's an article by Mike Unser dated January 8th. That's just 2 days ago. U.S. Mint sales 2025 Marine Corps coins rank among week's best. And then there was another one, and I showed you this was from December 27th, right? Coinnews.net by Mike Unser as well. U.S. Mint sales 2024 proof set leads weekly gains. 2024 mint set follows. Well, I said that the folks over at Coinnews.net and Mike Unser did not do an update for the sales numbers when they actually did. It says down here, and I've highlighted it below a table showing the latest available sales for U.S. Mint numismatic products. The sales period covers from December 29th to January 5. Products with an asterisk are no longer available or had no reported sales. So when I said yesterday that you could cut these in half, it's actually, I was totally wrong. I owned myself. And believe it or not, they did update these numbers, but they didn't make an article about it, so that's why I was confused. And I think that probably much settles that. Now, over here to the really fun stuff. You won't believe it. So here we are, the circulating coin production for the United States Mint's 2024 circulating coin action. Well, look at this. They've updated the numbers for Philadelphia, which now stand at just under 80 million by 80,000. Look at that, 79.920 for a grand total of 112,800,000. But look at this. This is the green one, right? This is why, and I think everybody should be, this is for me anyway. If it was me, I'd be focusing solely on this particular Denver issuance. And a lot of people are going to say, it's not really it's not a big deal. It's not a semi-key date. It's not a key date. It might be a better date, right? At least a better date, maybe a semi-key date. But you got to remember how many of these Jefferson 5 cents, I don't know why they didn't spell out nickel. Maybe they were going to spell it N-I-C-K-L-E instead of N-I-C-K-E-L. I don't know. But it's funny how it's the only one here with a numeric value instead of the alpha action Lincoln since Jefferson 5. Anyway, whatever. So 32.880, right? What does that mean? Well, let's go here to Coin Community Family right here. And I've got some of the mintages, all right? So, yeah, it's not the lowest minted, all right? It's the lowest minted return to Monticello. Okay, that's what we're looking at here. And is it the lowest, Monticello nickel? No, it's not. Is it the lowest wartime planches? No, it's not. Is it the lowest nickel planches from 1946 and 2003? Absolutely not. Or is it, right? So, folks, really, we are in an interesting time right here, right now. And honestly, I'm thinking next year the United States Mint strikes even less coins. I don't think the Federal Reserve is going to be ordering many more of those strikes for all the denominations. I think we're going to be running real light for the foreseeable future. Love these coin designs. Look at that. So here we are. We're at the return to Monticello coming up right there. Monticello 2006 to present. And if you look, okay, we have here 2009 P and D, all right, 39.8 right there, 39.8 for Philadelphia. Well, clearly 79.9 is higher than that, right? And then we look at the Denver issuance at 46.8. Well, it looks like 46.8 is a whole lot higher than 32.8. So what does that tell you? Well, that the other mintages besides the 2009 are about 25 to 20 times, 21 times higher than what we're seeing here today, folks. And what does that mean? I think that's an opportunity. And I think a lot of other people think that's an opportunity as well. So here we'll jump over to eBay. All right. And I think that the Denver is probably the one I would be focused on. I think I've said that already. I've made a video saying it's all about the D, and I think that was important even back then. So this is the ended recently sales for the 2024 Jefferson nickel roll. It doesn't have a P or a D, all right, no mint mark. But look at the sales here. They're really interesting, and they're all over the map. So because they're all over the map, it would give me some, I don't know, I'd hold back a little. Like, for example, if I see this for 60 and this for 29, seeing it's, it could be a roll, same thing, doubled, I would take a step back and look what's going on. And I would also look at the mintages for the Philadelphia and Denver. And most of the ones you see here are what? Yeah, they are of the Philadelphia rolls. And people are, obviously selling them left and right. These are all for January 9th, folks. These are just yesterday, all right? You get the possible rare P and D, and people are taking the opportunity, taking their chances. Look at this, 321. Good Lord. That's the way it is. Look at this, 80 coins, new low mintage BU from OBW rolls, $385. That's a good bit of money. There's a 2024 Denver Jefferson nickel original bank wrap roll, $219.95 with $5 delivery. Come on now, people. That's incredible. So whoever's selling those is doing pretty good. But listen, here's my thing. We did get updated numbers for the 2024 circulating coins, but I think what would make this official, these numbers that we're looking at right here on your screen, the green, the purple, and the yellow, I think that what would make that official, is if we saw the circulating coin action have a 2025 option. And when the United States Mint puts that 2025 data up here, I think that we can actually say, okay, we have officially reached the final numbers for the 2024 circulating coins, and they are X. They are obviously, oh man, they're going to be look, everybody's waiting for this, all right? And is the other shoe going to drop? I don't know, but I don't think it will. But like I said, I'm waiting for this to say 2025, and then I'll probably feel a whole lot better. I think that's a Tom Petty song, a whole lot better. So let's go back over to eBay right quick. I want to show you something here. This is the reason why I was able to discover or come up with the idea that there was no Jefferson nickels for 2024. Typically, each year I purchase in the beginning of the year, January, February. I buy one of each roll from each mint for the Lincoln cents, the Jefferson nickels, and the Roosevelt dimes. Obviously, I don't have to buy the quarters on eBay unless something happens and I'm not unable to pick them up at the U.S. Mint. Okay, but I was able to pick up the dimes. I was able to pick up the pennies, right? But I was unable to pick up the Jefferson nickels. And, I was making videos all the way up and, as early as March of 2024 saying, hey, where's these nickels? Gotta have them for my collection. And, some people do collect rolls and some people collect boxes, right? So I think that's really interesting. And some people collect one example of each. Where do you stand? Do you collect the one example? Do you collect a box? Do you collect the roll? There's lots of different ways to roll with this roll action let's see what I did. I'm just punishing myself. All right. Now, with that said, I got to show you something on PCGS about the population for the 2024 Denver and the 2024 Philadelphia strikes of those Jefferson nickels. You won't even believe this. This is incredible. So here we are. The return to Monticello. We are on PCGS. Right there it says so. So here we are. This is the 2024 Philadelphia, and there's been a total submission of about 150. For this Denver strike, well, about 75, so about half, okay, just for mathematical purposes. And would you look at that, only 4 of those Denver strikes, 4, and that's a head scratcher, folks, because typically, I would say in any given year, the Denver Mint strikes are better than the Philadelphia strikes. And here we are in this topsy-turvy, upside-down world where the Denver Mint has 4 and the Philadelphia Mint has 48. Yeah, do the math on that. I think it's 12 times more. That's incredible, folks, right? I mean, think about that. 12 times more. Yeah, they'd have double the submissions, but still, I mean, shouldn't this be a little bit higher? Maybe by 10, 15? I don't know. Maybe 20, but it's not. And that is what I would say, things that make you go, So that begs the question, right? But begs the question, how much would it be if I wanted to purchase, all right, a Denver Mint State Jefferson nickel, right? So let's go ahead and hit Denver, and I'm going to go and get rid of the roll and just put Mint State, right? Because I don't even care what grade it's in. Well, I might want to care what grade it's in, but look, Mint State, there we go. We might find some coins that are graded. What? Okay, that ended December 22nd. That's a Denver Jefferson nickel. Sold for $236.06. Come on! That's full step action right there, folks. And that's not even PCGS. There's the PCGS. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. That's the 2024 Jefferson nickel, 5 cents PCGS, Mint State 67 in full step, sold for, tell him what he's won. Yeah, look at that, $1,699.99. Wow. So, like I said, this is what I would be doing right now if I had those Jefferson nickels from Denver. I would look for the highest, best quality and submit them to PCGS in order to hit this amazing payday. And I got to ask the question, what does this look like 20 years from now? These high-grade Jefferson nickels? Because really, I mean, what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do with all those rolls and all those nickels that you bought? Are you going to get them graded? Are you going to look for errors in them? Or are you just going to keep them in the roll, right? What is it you're going to plan to do with those? Are you going to get them graded? Well, I mean, there's so many things. You're going to sit on them, give them to the progeny? Maybe. Anyway, let's go to those plus ones. There's so many incredible, awesome things going on in this hobby right now. I can't even tell you. Well, I guess I'm supposed to tell you. That's my job. That's what I do. But either way, I'm super excited, super geeked up. Let's go to those plus ones. I've yammered for way too long. This is about despair. Oh, good Lord. You can't drive away the darkness with sticks or weapons. That's physical, right? The only way is to light a candle and the darkness will disappear all by itself. Well, not really. Because you know what? Yeah, it says here the candle is the Bible. What? Yeah. Look at that. I'm going to read that again to you. Wrap your head around that. The only way is to light a candle and the darkness will disappear all by itself. What is a candle? It's the Bible. Think about that. It's like a guidebook to life. Somebody wrote it, put those words down on paper, thought we could all benefit from it, right? And I tell you, those Proverbs, that's like the guidebook to life. And those Psalms, it's incredible. It's like it's written so many years ago and yet so like relative to this day, even probably more so now. Who knew? All right, let's go here to 395 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. Whoa, 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 soul. All right, this is Somewhere Over the Rainbow and What a Wonderful World by Israel. And I hope I can say it right. Kamakawiwo'Ole. I think I said it right. Now, with that said, I want to thank y'all for coming. Look at David Bowie. He looks like my dad. Anyway, I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub to the channel. It's absolutely free. If you do want to help a brother out, you might want to consider becoming a member. It's $1.99 a month. YouTube gets some of that money, but I do also get some of that dig as well. It's $1.99 a month. It's the price of a cheap cup of coffee once per month. In fact, I would probably ask you to go ahead and put down in the comment section, if you've got this far in the video, how much it is you pay for a cup of coffee each and every single day. I know there's opportunities to get iced coffees and all these other mocha frappes, and they're like $7 each. Imagine that every day. 7 times 20. Gets expensive. And look at me, little old me right here, $1.99. Stacker up.